Now this is where the United States becomes deeply entangled, supporting and also indirectly aiding both sides of the conflict. So in 1983, the Reagan administration sent a special envoy to Iraq to recommit to Saddam Hussein that the United States had the full backing of the Iraqis. The United States viewed Iraq as the lesser of the two evils, providing financial aid, intelligence, and allowing sales of US weapons to Iraq through third world countries. Some dual weapons were also used and were also sent to the Iraqi military. Jordan and Saudi Arabia supported Iraq out of Iranian influence, while Syria and Libya supported Iran, fearing Saddam's aggression. Israel, once an ally of the Shah, now saw Islamic Iran as the lesser evil. Now this involvement eventually led to the Iran-Contra scandal, where the US illegally sold arms to Iran in hopes of pressurizing the Iranian to influence Hezbollah to release Western hostages held in Lebanon, and also to improve its relationship with the United States over time. Now, later President Reagan admitted these actions.
Secretary Shultz and Secretary Weinberger both predicted that the American people would immediately assume this whole plan was an arms for hostages deal and nothing more. Well, unfortunately, their predictions were right. As I said to you in March, I let my preoccupation with the hostages intrude into areas where it didn't belong. The image, the reality of Americans in chains, deprived of their freedom and families so far from home, burdened my thoughts. And this was a mistake. My fellow Americans, I've thought long and often about how to explain to you what I intended to accomplish, but I respect you too much to make excuses. The fact of the matter is that there's nothing I can say that will make the situation right. I was stubborn in my pursuit of a policy that went astray.
On 11th of June in 1985, a draft National Security Decision Directive was written at the behest of National Security Advisor Robert McFarlane, which called for the US to begin a rapprochement with the Islamic Republic. Now the paper reads, "Dynamic political evolution is taking place inside Iran. Instability caused by the pressures of the Iran-Iraq war, economic deterioration, and regime infighting create the potential for major changes inside Iran. The Soviet Union is better positioned than the United States to exploit and benefit from any power struggle that results in changes from the Iranian regime. The United States should encourage Western allies and friends to help Iran meet its import requirements so as to reduce the attractiveness of Soviet assistance. This included provisions of selected military equipment." Now the Iran-Iraq war ended in a stalemate in 1990, with Iraqi forces withdrawing from Iranian territory. Saddam Hussein built a victory monument in Baghdad and proclaimed that this victory would be remembered for thousands of years. The Iran-Iraq war was a devastating conflict shaped by regional power struggles, religious tensions, and Cold War geopolitics, beginning with Saddam Hussein's opportunistic invasion of a newly weakened Iran. The war dragged on for nearly a decade, marked by brutal battles, immense human suffering, and a stalemate that drained both countries. This conflict deepened sectarian tensions, fueled proxy support from global powers, and highlighted the fragility in the Middle East. Despite the massive losses and destruction, neither side achieved a victory, and the war ended in a stalemate without a clear resolution, leaving a legacy of tension and instability that continues to influence the region till this day.